Appliances, sales, service, and parts. Minot's Elite LG dealer. So I wonder if they bought the building, probably. Ooh, another one got look at the traffic.
Oh.
You can see they're probably not going to the lake.
Nope.
Oh, that rodeo's in town. That rodeo, so. Exciting.
FKT Mobile on 97.
That's a guy from Stanley. Years ago. Oh, horse.
No, if that was you earlier, now you're making it. Me, I was over there about Blaisdell. I was coming in S4. I was kind of surprised I couldn't get in. Well, I'm just up here at Lansford. They tightened up the scouts. We had skip and garbage coming in last week. See, yeah, that was a big reason why we put the tone on 7.9.
We have a tone on.
That double tone.
It also, but there was still stuff coming in. Apparently with other thing, same tone encoder was tripping the repeater.
He's talking for that, sir. That's pretty good.
So they got you working today, huh? No, we got snowmobile grass drag today. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, about halfway between the overpass and Berthold here. Got a work day today for cats, so I'm headed in for that.
Years ago, they'd say, go kick butt and take names. Remember, there will be paperwork to follow up.
Yep,
So
yep. Whatever.
I'm just saying that was the thing.
Yeah, you know.
wants to be in this game.
No, definitely not.
Let's just hope it doesn't get too much bigger.
We worry about our own stuff, like the border.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, let's just hope this doesn't become a bigger duty than it is.
Yes, let's hope it doesn't get terribly bad.
It's bad for those folks in the zone. Sorry about that. Like we used to say in Bad Day for Charlie. Okay. I found out that there's a setting under when you pull down on the phone. You pull down on the top line, and then you expand that. You go down again, and then over there at the lower area, there's like a network thing or something like that, whatever it is. And for some reason, that's getting unchecked periodically, or something's.
Well, she leaves the Wi-Fi enabled and the 5G enabled, the Bluetooth enabled, the GPS enabled, and she wonders why her battery drains.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe having all those things plugged on at the same time.
Not like she's not driving around a lot.
Yeah. Well, her Fitbit app requires her to have her GPS turned on, so that that Google can track you.
But like, why do we need to do that?
Every app pretty much tracks you now.
Yeah, I suppose.
For advertising.
Yeah. It's smarter than we are.
Yeah. There is an option though if you dig around far enough to turn off all your sensors devices on your phone. It turns off your GPS, all the accelerometer data, all the basically every last sensor that's on the phone will turn off.
Yeah.
Problem is if you're trying to use your phone and you take out a port trip to landscape mode, it won't detect it because it uses the accelerometer thing to determine when you adjust your phone. But problem is, the thing is, from what I was reading off this couple of sites they were talking about, is all this data is tied to your Google advertising ID. So all the sensor data that's out there is sent back to Google.
And they say, well, you went to church, or you went to the
not even just your GPS stuff.
Californicator.
Not just your GPS stuff. Is they can track how fast you were moving with the accelerometers.
Wonderful.
Your tilt values.
Your what?
Your phone reads a whole bunch of crap.
Right.
So it can determine the tilt of your phone at any given point.
Wow, that's too much.
So were you using it as landscape mode, or were you using portrait mode? It knows that, and it sends that data back to Google.
Too smart. Maybe we need to pull Google out of there. Can you?
No. It's an Android phone. You're not going to pull Google out of it. I'm sorry. They own Android.
I guess that ends that discussion.
But then I heard the same thing. They do the same thing with Apple, so it doesn't really matter.
Probably do.
It's all about advertising.
Well,
and your advertising ID follows you everywhere.
The thing that really annoys me is when I'm trying to do something. And I go, okay, this is, for instance, this prayer app comes up. I go, okay, now I got to fight through 3 doggone annoying
that app.
advertising things And
well, that's how the thing's free. That's how it's free.
I know.
Otherwise, you'd be paying,
right,
$15 for this app or something.
Right. But I'm
with a
just
subscription fee on top of it, and then still get ads.
And then,
I don't understand that either.
It's time to start turning all that crap off. At some point, it might come to that. I kind of like the
you only pay the subscription fee every year or every month if you really want all the features for that.
Well,
app.
and that makes sense because
if you don't want all the features, you can use the basic free features.
Yep, that's what we got.
Of course, you get hit with ads.
Well, it's like watching over-the-air TV. You got to watch the commercials. And cable, you got to pay the cable bill. And if you want to stream, you got to pay the stream bill.
Yeah. Yes and no. There's a lot of free stuff online now. Yes, there are ads on it. There's commercials just like a TV, but there are a lot of free stuff.
Yep.
A lot of free streaming things like Pluto TV or Samsung TV.
Which, some of those old programs are really good, and I like them. More so than some of the new stuff.
Samsung TV Plus, a lot of free stuff on there.
Yep.
Pluto.tv, a lot of stuff on there. All free to watch.
Yep.
Yeah, they're ads, but the ads aren't as long as the ads on TV currently. Of course, it seems like those getting worse every year.
I remember back in the last.
I'm wondering how long it's going to be till they have. Not only do they do the whatever ads, and then they put a streaming bar on the top and the bottom, just with ads of streaming with a website, and it's a ticker on the bottom and the top, and then when they have the emergency alerts come up, you're going to have to fight between the top, how much you're going to.
Yes. Overtaking the plumbing again.
I think they just should have the advertising channel. Just all advertisements.
Well, like they say, if you watch one video on something, then they'll try to find 15 more.
Oh yeah, and they track what you watch.
Yeah, it's too much information.
It's annoying.
Way too much information.
You watch one little video on YouTube about something that you're interested in, and then you close out of YouTube, you come back 2 hours later, there's like 6 videos of roughly the same thing you just watched.
Right. They know.
And then if you watch enough of those videos, start sending you emails for those services.
Yep, that's right.
I was watching something on this computer CPU thing that I was looking at, and after, I don't know, 8 videos on watching reviews on this stuff, I started getting emails in my Google Mail saying, "Ooh, this place has them for sale, and this place has them for sale." I'm like, I just wanted information on it. I wasn't going to buy the damn thing.
Well, that's the way it is.
How are you doing?
Well, my hemorrhoids are having a fit today, so I'm bleeding.
That's one good thing I do not have.
Yeah, well, I have lots of bleeding. In the back and sometimes in the front. Yeah, no fun. Have to take extra iron every day. For a while, Dr. Josie said I needed to be taking 2 of those. I'm like, no. But she might have been right. But got this dog off leash. Looks like they're having a good time.
Well, we ain't gonna see the solar eclipse because it's cloudy.
Yeah, well, and I might try to get on the radio, but I don't know if there's much point to that either. But I was looking at that as they want you to do that during the eclipse, so I tried to fill out the things.
It's not gonna happen. Oh, the radio thing maybe.
Yeah, and they wanted to see if it was going to affect the HF and that. You're changing the energy level of and the transition between the different, say, D, E, and F bands.
I can't believe how many people want to watch the darn thing.
It's okay, but it's not. It'll burn your retinas right out of your eyes,
Yeah.
And that's a bad idea.
Watch it on TV. Don't worry about it.
Well, not only that,
Don't filter anything.
part of the reason we're dark now is the clouds, and part of it has been the partial eclipse.
Yeah.
And you saw it before. Remember how we got it through the leaves and we got that?
Yeah, that was back then.
That was way safer.
Actually, this looks about as dark as it was when we came to coffee.
Yeah, and that's the point. But they're wondering what effect it is having on HF. And so they want people to get on that. I was going to do that, but the stars look a little weird there. So yeah, no, they're just that jacked up. Okay.
I don't know why anybody want to watch these these events and stuff. Well, this event won't happen again for whatever millions of years.
No,
or
not true.
Years,
2024, there's going to be another one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that'll be the more one to be watching.
Yeah.
When it happens in April. Probably be cloudy or snow on that day or something.
It always is in North Dakota. Whether it's the aurora or the meteors, it's almost always overcast.
Yep.
You can kind of bank on that. It's just universal constant.
Pretty much.
Beaver jack.
We got beaver fever.
That's something that's for real. Did you know that's a real thing?
I know it is. I know.
All right, because we were in Wyoming, they were telling us about the beaver fever. We kind of laughed. We went, no, it's for real.
Yeah.
Hartnett Hall rebuild. Yep, I was in there. Yep. Things have changed. Funny when we had a class to figure out how to use this thing called the internet.
Yeah.
How to do research on it and stuff like that.
Yep.
And we went to the library and you still had the card catalogs. Do you remember those?
Yes.
And we were looking stuff up that way, and they said, well, you can't use those anymore. You got to use a computer, and the computer was code Odin or something like that. And I couldn't ever make that thing. Of course, we had no experience with computers, none.
Well, back then the operating systems weren't very good either.
Well, we didn't.
Everything was so prone to crashing.
Well, the professor.
That's why everybody was using Macs in school, because they rarely ever crashed.
We had
at the time
in the AJ club, the geology club. Professor Dr. Markel gave us.
I don't remember 3.1 crashing much ever.
No, it was stable because it was. But even if it had a problem, it was too dumb to know.
No.
And it was stable. So was the DOS at that era, but it didn't do much, man. You know.
Yeah.
I had. You remember those astronomy programs I had?
Yeah.
Molecular modeling programs I had bought in that. Yeah. And Dr. Gano had a big computer that did. Chemical research and that, for that time he taught me how to do some basic things on that too. But yeah, the transition there was huge, and this is back when you used that. It was off of 311. There was that program you put in from SRT into your computer.
Oh, Telnet?
Telnet, yeah, Telnet.
God, I hated Telnet.
Well, at the time, it was all there was.
Our hardest thing was trying to get the damn thing to work.
Yes. But anyhow, we had that in there, and I had talked to one of the guys who was a computer major. He was taking some geology classes for science credits and that. And him and I were talking. I said, well, what's this email thing you're talking about? Tell me about that. Well, you've got an account now. I said, what do I do with it?
Now, the ISP puts it's a fee on your credit card, so it's female. No wonder nobody can understand it.
Anyhow, I asked him to send me an email so I could see what it was, and because I had an account, but there was nothing coming in, right? Not the case now, right? But it was like, well. And then he sent me an email. I said, well, I ran. And of course, I didn't respond to it. I went and talked to him a day later or something like that. Well, I got that thing. What do I do with it now? You know, because.
Yeah.
But now that's not the case. That's been a big change.
Yeah.
Big change.
Not necessarily for the better either.
Well, no. It's some pretty big trees there. Looks like it's almost the same tire. It's the same tires we got on our. I think it's on a Grand Cherokee. Grand Cherokee's got low range probably and more fancy little button things than that, and a bigger engine. I don't know if it's tougher or not. Football games.
Yep. Here's that time of year.
These are the little guys.
Oh, it's flag football. It's flag football.
Yeah, well, they're little guys. Ours says 47. Who's more accurate? I'm going to retune that to 10 meters, add antenna to 10 meters again. Or add 10 meter elements to it, one of the two, because it says next year is supposed to be the high end of the cycle. So if it's going to be open, that's going to be the time it's going to be open, they say. Either replace it with 10 or add 10 meter legs to it. I don't know which. And again, we've got football. These are some older kids, I think. What year did they offer football? Was it fifth grade? Fourth grade?
Yep.
Was that touch, do you think?
Yeah, I think they offered it earlier too, but I just wasn't interested.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
It's funny they put the older kids here versus the gym.
Yeah, I know. I didn't understand that either, but
whatever.
But it's apparently quite the deal, it looks like.
So I wonder if they're having the other games that Magic City is in.
Yeah. To have a house or something, half a barn or something. That looks like it's new. It is new. Wow. Just to look for funds we don't need or want.
We also sold our stuff really quickly because it never showed up on Chrysler's
That
website.
Jeep was gone as soon as the paper was ink was dry in the paper. They had to fix the code. I saw it go through the reconditioning over at Chrysler, and then they fixed the code, and they had that thing sold immediately. It didn't even get sold here. I think it was gone.
Bought by one of the people who work there, really.
Or somebody that wants to rebuild the Jeep and jack it up or whatever, or restore it.
Probably.
Yeah, something like that. $32,000 Challenger with that
That nobody will ever buy.
800 horsepower motor in there.
Yep, that nobody will ever buy.
Well, it's like that one there at 29,000. Somebody will buy that though. Still broke. Wonder what the new prices for car washes are gonna be since they're rebuilding it again. Max car wash for $12. I don't know if that'll stay the same price.
Probably not.
It'd be nice if it did. They're spending a bunch of money.
Probably waiting on parts, probably.
There's that VW microbus with all the 60s hippie stuff on it.
Well,
Yeah. It's gotta say it's in good condition. Well done. This lady's, I don't know if she comes over here to shop. Maybe it looks like waiting for the bus or something. There's a Maverick, one of those little Ford pickup trucks. Tried like a Ridgeline.
it's like bigger.
Yeah, and I would say better too, but
That's debatable.
depends. They're both unibodies, they're not body on frames. Looks similar though. Oh, it's got a hitch.